What's the funniest word in the English language?
Welcome to Good Mythical More.
We have a stack of cards. On each one is written a very funny word according to scientific...
British people.
What? Scientific analysis.
Of British people.
No.
Of British people.
2017, the UK study with 821 participants.
British people.
And they rated 211 words, each on a scale from 1, which is humorless, to 5, humorous. So
Okay.
these are the top 12 words with the most extreme averages in terms of humor ratings.
So they could be low, they could be high.
And we are going to replicate their ranking based on our initial reaction.
They could be low, they could be high.
Well,
Is that a metaphor? What?
They could be really unfunny, or they could be really funny according to these Brits.
No, these are
They're
the
all
top
funny.
12 words.
they're all funny.
Oh, these are the top 12 funny.
Yeah.
Okay, now I understand. How funny is that, England?
all right,
I know
so
that's just one of the countries.
what I'm gonna do is I'm
Okay.
gonna
The UK has other countries.
and they're united.
It's a United Kingdom.
Yeah. But don't ask Ireland about that.
Well, what about Northern Ireland?
That's what I meant, but like then I just upset them. Let me just turn this over. We're gonna look at the word, and we're gonna see how funny it is.
Okay.
And then we're gonna make a relative scale.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be very natural. If it makes me laugh, I'm gonna laugh. If it doesn't make me laugh, I ain't gonna laugh.
The first word is nitwit. Nitwit.
Nitwit.
Nitwit.
Nitwit.
Nitwit.
Nitwit.
Nitwit.
Nitwit.
Nitwit.
You're just a little nitwit.
You're such a nitwit.
That's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. Put it on the thing. Bring one of those in. And what we're going to do is we're going to say it's the funniest thing we've heard today.
In the United States, we call this a thing.
Yeah, are you doing you're doing a United States ranking, or are you going to think through the minds
We are
of...
trying to be as British as we can.
Yeah.
you know.
Which is why I'm laughing like this.
Our, we got a lot of relatives over there.
Like ancestors?
Well, actually, interestingly enough, when I did that thing where you do your ancestor stuff, then I had to go
You
and
talking about DNA.
and then I had to go delete all the data because of reasons.
Yeah.
Before I deleted the data, the city where the most people who are related to me live in the world, that's a weird way to say a sentence. The city in the world where there resides,
Yes.
or reside,
Lows and highs.
the most people who are related to me is Dublin, Ireland.
Okay.
Never been. You have.
I have been.
You probably met one of my old brothers. You could have said bro to him. You met my cousins over there.
So many of them look like you.
And so we are defiantly not a part of the United Kingdom.
It's like mostly white drunk people. That's my report
I
back.
barely drink.
Yeah. But you look drunk.
Look drunk all the time. I'm such a nitwit.
I mean, you look like Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac. Have you seen him? That's your future.
He was British, right?
No.
He was Irish?
He's a Hawaiian. No, but he lives in Hawaii, and that's where I saw him in person. I was like, Rat's here.
Hold on, you saw him in Hawaii?
Yeah, in a restaurant. Not the one he owns. Another one.
Did you say hello to me?
I didn't.
Let's
I gave you your space.
quit being a nitwit.
Is this funny? Tinkle.
Tinkle? Yeah.
Tinkle. Does that mean something different over there? If you sprinkle when you tinkle.
Tinkle's more funny because
be neat
it's
and white to
bathroom
see.
humor. Do they believe in bathroom humor over there?
Tinkle is a funny word. Oh yeah, they believe in all types of humor. They're they
We follow their lead a lot of times, actually. They do things.
They make their shows different run times.
Yeah.
Which we had to catch up with streaming.
I mean, last time I was home, my mom said, their actors are just so talented. I mean, and it sounded like what she was saying was, as opposed to our actors.
Yeah. Not
She's
as
like,
talented.
they can do anything.
So she's moving on from The Chosen into other media?
I don't know
on
if
hiatus.
she have watched it
Ah.
as much as she just communicated with the guy that played Jesus.
How funny is this? Egghead.
Egghead. Well, Carney likes it.
It's not that funny to me. Egghead. Egghead?
I don't.
Tinkle and Nitwit are just,
Yeah, Egghead's low.
those are funny
It's
words.
low. Put it on the thing, but put it low.
Oh, also, alt meaning for tinkle in the UK is
Good to know.
to call someone on the phone to give them a tinkle.
Hold on, are you serious?
Even better.
Well, I mean, that's what Google says, and I'm sure in the comments, you know, but yeah.
But
Let us know in the comments.
but do they call tinkle?
Yeah, they use it for pee
Pee-pee.
and a light, high-pitched ringing sound, as we do, but also to call on the phone.
Well, that's funny.
Give me a tinkle. That makes it funnier.
It makes it only funnier.
Yep. What about this one? Tit. What? Totally British.
Now, this must
Because
be
it doesn't
something different.
mean it doesn't mean like a milk bearing mound.
A milk-bearing mound, an MBM.
Yeah, it means a stupid or foolish person.
Oh,
So
so a tit and a
you got-
nitwit.
A tit, which is
That could-
stupider,
that could be
a
us.
tit or a nitwit.
Who's the tit and who's the nitwit between the two of us?
Just levels of stupid.
Which one of us is the milk-bearing mound?
I mean-
Milk-bearing mound.
What is the difference between a tit and a nitwit?
Good question. Let me see.
But they don't refer to what is the unseemly word for boobies in the UK?
I think it's also
Knocker.
slang for that. It's just not the first. use of
Knockers
it.
is what we want to think.
Knickers and knockers.
Boy, I hadn't
Knockers
said,
and knickers.
I hadn't
That's,
said knockers in a long time. I've said dockers quite a bit, but I haven't said knockers in forever.
Yep. Sometimes the butt can be a knocker. You know? If you know what you're doing, you can knock those cheeks together.
I think that
I mean,
that's clapping. That's clapping.
clapping.
That's not knocking.
Am I talking about clapping?
You're talking about clapping. You're not talking about knocking.
Michaela, I'm only looking at you because you're laughing, and not because you have the information, but please, enlighten me.
I just want you to stop, actually.
Well, wait. I tuned out to find other information you asked for. Now, what's this new information that you're asking for?
Well, Link says that knockers can refer to the action of the booty. Whoa! About fell out of my chair. But we all believe, me and Michaela believe that it's clapping, that it's not knocking.
Knockers not, clappers clap. So your butt cheeks are called clappers?
No.
That makes sense.
Yep. Clappers.
Okay, here we go. We have from my favorite website, pasties.co.uk, British slang for boobs. Now, again, this is 5 years old. We got
years old.
Norks,
Norks.
Chebs,
Yes.
Jubblies,
Lovely jubblies. I've heard that.
Fretatas, airbags,
No, they're not filled with air.
Bristols, and Baps. I'm going to go with Norks for 500, Alex.
Baps.
Norks. Wow.
and of course, let us know in the comments if
Bristol.
there's any updated terms in the last 5 years for boobs.
Norks.
Also, the answer to your question about nitwit versus tit is that tit is more offensive. It has a meaner
it has an edge.
connotation.
So
than
so
nitwit.
they're gonna rate that low because they were offended by it. So I'm actually gonna put it here.
It's somewhere in the middle. We're sure of that.
All right, let's see how I laugh at this. Bebop!
I think it was the way you said it.
Bebop!
Say it without trying to make it funny.
Bebop! Bebop.
Not funny at all.
Bebop is,
This is not funny.
it's like a type of music?
This isn't funny.
yeah,
true?
style of jazz.
Oh yeah. No. Put it at the bottom.
Bebop. Also the name of one of the Ninja Turtle henchmen.
Also, slang meaning to go or leave.
I gotta bebop out of here. I don't
Bebop.
like this word.
Bebop, bloopop, bebop, bebop. I like
It's worse than egghead. It's less funny than egghead.
Because it thinks it's funny.
Right. It's trying hard.
It thinks it's funny.
Next.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I just feel, am I going to get hate for not liking pizza? V told me a second ago,
I hope so.
V gets me, she was like, you know what, I don't really like chicken wings anymore. You can have it so much, do you
I
get
don't
tired
know
of
if
it?
she meant for you to share that with everyone.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gone.
Yep. Right.
So
Next thing you know,
she'll never know.
she's going to find out on Reddit that she doesn't like chicken wings. And then she's going to be like, I told him that in confidence.
And she was trying to help me out.
They're trying to make you feel good.
But fried chicken, I ain't never gonna get tired of that.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers, never gonna grow old of that. Ass. We're getting laughs in the room.
Ass is pretty funny.
I have a, well, okay, where do I start? Christy she's on this kick where she sees what a friend has educated her to be called angel numbers. This is when numbers are grouped, and I know people believe all types of stuff, and I'm not saying Christy
Whoa.
believes any
Back
stuff.
up a couple of steps. What?
What?
Angel numbers?
Angel numbers.
I don't know anything about what you're saying.
Angel numbers.
Bebop, right back to
I'm
the
not-
beginning.
I'm not gonna hold ass while I talk about this.
No, I would love you to hold ass.
Give me another one so I can clap it together.
That was good. That was a good use of it.
Angel numbers, my understanding, are
Is this like crystals?
groups of numbers in the wild, like the same number, like 333, 222.
And where do you see this?
777.
Like in an address?
Anywhere, everywhere, any and everywhere. So Christy has started seeing 1111 everywhere. And she's like, look, it's 1111 and I'm looking at the clock. And she started doing that. And I'm like, I don't say anything. Where was
But what about 666?
666?
That is bad.
That is no, that's also an angel number.
Yeah.
And it means balance between material and spiritual. Thank
It
you.
means Satan.
Yeah.
Self-care, healthy boundaries.
But what do you...
1111 means alignment with higher purpose.
1111 I thought was a pretty classic
Yeah.
Make-A-Wish time.
Yep, I completely agree with that.
It's the angel number that she's attached herself to.
But the thing-
you know what my version of this is?
What? Ass.
It's close.
Whenever I see an ass,
It's seen.
thank God.
No, it's seen ass backward license plates.
Oh, SSA.
I see SSA on license plates
Social-
all the time, and I'm like,
Social
that's
Security
ass
Administration.
backwards.
Social Security Administration.
That's bass backwards. Bass backwards. And it just happens anywhere.
That's ass backwards.
Do you make a wish?
Bass backwards. I don't make a wish. Maybe that's why it keeps showing itself to me, because I haven't cashed in
You
my
have to
wish.
wish it away.
But now I'm giving that to y'all.
But you haven't said this. You haven't said anything to your wife about
Yeah,
it.
I haven't.
But you're like,
Every time, just start to notice bass backwards license plates, and you'll see it, and it's everywhere.
How long-
More than any other three letters. SSA.
how long till you say something?
To Christy
Yeah.
about
Angel numbers.
ass got laughs. Let's put it before tit. What about what? Tell her not to do it?
I'm just saying, what if every single time, what if it starts happening on the daily?
Oh, it does.
Oh.
That's it. That's our point.
Okay.
See, I think Christy's telling you it's 1111 because she knows that's the time where you can make a wish. And so she's like letting you know. So you could also make your wish because she could be a selfish person, which she's not. And she could not mention it out loud. She could just make her own wish. But
that's not what
she's
she
letting you in.
says.
She's just
Oh.
pointing it out.
What she says
What is she
look, I've noticed it again.
Oh,
I've seen that. I'm looking
I
at the
tried,
time,
Christy.
and it
I
happens to be
tried.
1111.
I'll text her about it.
So if you see 444, like you pull it at somebody's house and they live at
Angel
444,
It's an angel number.
what do you say? Hey, you're an angel. What do you say?
It means stuff.
Angels
444,
live there?
stability and protection, building strong foundations, practical guidance.
Well, I'm gonna get my address changed, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Now, are they real?
Of course, like crystals as well.
Yes. Booty.
Booty, booty, booty.
No laughs in the room.
Booty's funnier than ass.
Booty is funnier than ass.
Booty's
is the funny
wait,
ass.
yeah, booty's the funny ass. I believe that booty maybe
Makes the world go around.
I think booty may be as funny as Tinkle. But pirates booty, and we are talking about British people.
What do you mean? Do you think that they still just think of it in terms of like treasure?
Yeah, I think a lot of them do. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we look up slang terms for butt from England, please? From my favorite website, Pastis.
Arse, backside, jacksy.
Nate.
Nates.
Hurdies. Hurdies.
Okay. Breasticles. Well, that's for breast. All right. Is this one funny? Hooter.
Oh.
Hooter. Hooter.
Now, do they have Hooters over there?
No.
Didn't make it over there.
I don't know what a hooter is over there. It has the double O of a booty.
Car horn, siren, loud whistle, and nose.
I think Hooters.
Then this is funny. Funnier than tit.
Hold on. Hooter in.
Because it's
Oh,
a car.
Yeah. For some reason, I was about to be surprised by the fact that it was a woman's breast, but of course, because of Hooter. I don't know where my brain went for a second.
It went away.
I think the fact that this has been commercialized and it also represents the sound that an owl makes.
Makes it funny.
I don't want to go any higher than it is. It's not better than booty.
Agreed. How funny is twit? So now we're with nitwit, tit, and twit. Tit, twit. Twit is funnier than tit. Not as funny as nitwit.
If you call somebody a twit,
Okay. Thank you.
do you think that Darius Rucker was once sitting at a Hooters and looked at someone's booty and then put them together and made up Hootie?
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Is that the origin story?
Yep, he was at a Hooters.
And to be like, I'm Hootie. I'm Hootie. I gotta find the blowfish.
I felt I got my name.
Yeah.
I don't think he is Hootie.
What was he doing when he found the other part of the name?
What?
That's a great question. He was at a fine Japanese restaurant where they were about to serve him that really dangerous fish. He was like, oh, there's my blowfish. Hootie and the blowfish. Now he lives in Southern Pines.
Yep. And he thinks twerp is funny. Twerp, werp, werp, because it's got that werp in it. Twerp, twerp. Twerp's pretty funny to say. Not as funny as Hooter. Funnier than twit.
But what if Helen Mirren said it to you? If Helen Mirren
You're such a twerp.
came in here and
Does that
called
sound
you a
weird?
twerp, I would be really excited about that.
Okay.
So I think it's pretty high. I think it's above Hooter, below booty.
I think we're gonna have to do a little vertical.
Yeah.
Let's go vertical with these.
Now we're like books.
Yep. There we go.
Remember,
have to
remember those?
Didn't have to do that for you, but I did it.
Remember
All right, so
reading?
fix that.
No one's reading now. You know about this, right? People can't read.
I know I'm not.
People can't start or finish a book anymore. They can't do it. Teachers don't even assign books in school anymore. They're like, I can't assign a book because nobody's going to read it. What are we going to do about that, Link?
Nothing. We can't do it all, right? We've got to sit here and rank funny words. I mean, how are we going to try to get people to read?
Where do you want this to go, Twerp?
Right there.
I mean, in some way, we are getting people to read right now, but not books.
All right, last two because we got to get this done. Waddle and booby. Waddle, not. I just think tit is not that funny.
Waddle's low. Booby, not as good as booty.
You think Waddle's low? I think Waddle's higher than that. All right, we got to lock this in because we're at time.
We're going with Tinkle as the. I don't think Tinkle's number one. Can I just say that?
What do you think number one is then? Hooter? Nitwit? I don't know. I don't even like pizza anymore.
Ass.
Started-
the British mind is
British
the British
mind.
minds of 800 plus people. I just don't. We'll start from number 12, which is twerp.
Okay.
Then you have ass, egghead,
Yeah, we knew that was low.
We were good about that.
bebop,
We're pretty good right here.
tinkle,
Oh, we see. I knew Tinkle wasn't number one.
waddle,
Yeah.
twit, nitwit, hooter, booby, tit,
Booty's gonna be number one.
booty.
Yeah. I almost moved Booty to number one.
Booty's number one
I almost moved it to number one.
because they're just learning that it's not just treasure.
We were pretty good, except for being very wrong at the top. We'll get through it.
Please.
Join the Mythical Society now to watch over 500 hours of exclusive content and behind the scenes moments you can't see anywhere else.